Hello and welcome. This is going to be the mock battle. I'm going to be using two special decks. Now, there's only a few cards that are different, which are listed on this image, and from 5 to 20, those cards are being shared among both decks. So, here's the live recording of that match.
So, I've I went through the explanations. I already drew 6 cards, so I'm gonna start the game. First, as I meant, I have my deck backwards. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna show my hand. This is a bad hand. Uh, I have over here my mother's iPad with the cards. So as you notice, I'm using Knights of the Zodiac card because this is like the only deck I have that still has uh, that has a lot of cards. I'm also doing just I probably mentioned that earlier, but I'm only doing a 20 cards per each one. There's only like 3 unique cards. I'm gonna be on the Monster Hunter Tri deck, and my opponent's gonna be the original Monster Hunter. So I picked the flagships of those proper. I think Rathalos was the flagship of Monster Hunter 2. I've honestly forgot. It's been a while. So actually, that's one game. That's one Monster Hunter I haven't played because I started at Tri, which is why I'm going with this one. Oh man, one of these cards got banned. Anyway, so I didn't. I sold all of my Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Well, most of them. I kept the ones that I like, but with them went the covers. So I couldn't do what I originally thought, which was to put. Oh god. Okay. Which was to put all of these cards in those covers and then put a piece of paper, so I know which ones I'm looking at. But well, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so here's my hand, and I have 2 characters. So these two in the list, there's Seiya and Hyoga. And since I'm on the Monster Hunter Tri team, I have Lachacruz and a hunter wearing the Lachacruz armor. Now, I'm gonna start with the flagship monster, so I'll put him face down. And oh, actually that's it because I have my hand. Now I'm gonna look at my opponent's hand because I'm playing by myself here, and what he has. Okay, so he has Shun, which I know is a Palico, and Dragon Shiryu, which on the list, he is a Monster Hunter with Hunter armor, but using the Switch X. So he has oh wait, who has more defense? Palicos have 20 defense, so I'm gonna put the Hunter in the defense position. So that's his hand. Now we decide who goes first. Heads is gonna be me, and tails is gonna be the opponent. So I have here a Yahtzee thing, which is where I got the dice. And just so I don't throw the coin and flip it, and it's still visible. Tails. He goes first. So he draws a card. He got this one. No, he got you. So he has a healing, and a damage card. Now I'm gonna say that I don't think I explained this, but I'm gonna flip this guy into attack position. These are all damage cards, so I don't have any equipments. I'm gonna summon my Palico, but in a defense position. Now, I could have put him in attack, but since he's going first, he can't attack. Anyways, so I'm just gonna put him in defense. Now, I kind of want to establish a rule that you also can't use damage cards on the first turn, so that this remains hidden. So you get kind of surprised that you don't know if this attack will do any damage, or if there's going to be consequences to that. To keep them on the guess. So like maybe wait until I go first before deciding an attack. But because I don't want this game to last forever, that's my main phase. I can't put. Oh wait, do I have a traps? Let me check. So I have Diamond Dust, which is a barrel bomb, and Marble Tripper, which is a poison knife. So I can't use these. I know these are healings. So I'm gonna put that there. Battle phase. I'm gonna go with Shiryu's. Let's see, he has an attack of 30, but he also has special attacks where he uses Elemental Discharge, which is his ice element, only having an attack of 20, or a Sweep and Strike, which is 20 damage to all cards, but there's only one. So the best choice right now is for me to use his standard non-elemental attack, which has a value of 30, attacking my defense card, which is Lachacruz, which I mentioned earlier. Lachacruz has a defense of 40, so him taking a risk in attacking my card has now allowed me to counterattack. As I explained in the video, he has 30, I have 40. He is the losing of that battle, so he takes 10 damage. And I'm just like Pokemon, I'm going to use dice to keep track of damage. Okay, so now enters his main phase 2. This time I am able to use my my damage cards because now his opponent has been revealed. And let's see, I have a barrel bomb here, right? He does, yeah, barrel bomb, and that does fire damage. So I'm gonna go ahead and use that. It has an attack of 20. So boom, and because Lagicrus is weak to fire, he actually takes double damage. So I put 40 damage on that guy, and that should be it. There's no end phase, no one is poisoned, nothing to calculate on his end phase, so his turn ends. Now I go. I draw a card. Whoop. Now I was gonna make like I take down one card and I still have to take down another card to win, but because I'm doing all these explanations, I'm just gonna go whoever goes down first wins. Now I already took 40 damage, so that's kind of bad. I'm gonna summon Hyoga, which on my team is a monster hunter with hunter armor with sword and shield. I have an equipment, which is Princess Hideaway, but let me check. Princess Hideaway. This is a bone cleaver, which I am able to equip to the hunter, which is this guy. Let me just make sure I'm making this correct. Yeah, it increases his base attack plus 10. So any attacks he does will now have plus 10 on it. Now, this is one thing I wanted to get into. I have 4 open spaces, like there's 1, 2, then 2, 3. By me putting this equipped card, now I only have 3 open spaces, because this one is being occupied by the hunter. So that's where the whole rarity comes into mind. If I wanted to play a rarity 10, like damage or equipment card, I won't be able to, because this one is occupying that spot. So it's keeping in mind strategy and deck building. Now I have these cards in my hand. These are healing cards. But let's see what are these, because I can use one of these healing cards to restore that 40 damage. I know this is Health Horn, which restores 40 HP to everyone, but no one is that damaged for me to waste it already. Here in Tournament Breaks Out, this is an antidote to remove poison, which no one's poisoned at the moment. I have a Million Ghost Attack, which let me just read what it is. This is a Paralysis Knife, or I can use Rosanna's Rising Dragon Blow, and that's a Flash Bomb, which causes blind. Speaking of which, I don't remember. Yeah, blind is like confusion, so okay, slowly coming back to me. Yeah, let me use that Million Ghost Attack then. It's a Paralysis Knife. Yeah, instantly deals 10 damage and it paralyzes the opponent. So I'm gonna use that. Boom. Throw in my Junkyard pile. Nope, it already has 10 damage, so 20. And he is now paralyzed, which is why I have these coins here. Because he's gonna have to toss this if he plans on attacking. Okay, so I reuse a damage card, so I can't use my healing. And I'm going to switch my Lagicrus into attack position in my main phase. That's it, let's go into battle phase. Now I have a buff. My best convenience here is to attack his hunter. So now that I have a plus, let me see what attacks I can do here. So Hyoga, on my team, I have a Falling Bash, which does 1 point of stun damage. That's a new status effect, which let me explain here. Stun. If I were to use this Shield Bash, which uses 1 point of stun, and I hit him 3 times, and he's still alive, on that third hit, he's going to be considered stunned. So on his turn, he's stunned, so he won't be able to attack, ensuring that I won't be damaged. But I really doubt I'm gonna be able to deal 3 times stun damage. But if I had 3 hunters, and they all use their stun attack, then he won't be able to attack on his turn, if I manage to deal that stun damage. But for now, we're just going to move over. I'm not going to use Falling Bash. He has a Bulwark Stance, which if I would have kept him on defense, that increases his defense by 20. But I'm going to keep it on attack because I'm trying to win as fast as I can. So my best option is just to go with a regular attack. He has no elemental properties on his weapon. So that's 30 plus 40. No, 30 plus 10. 30 plus 10 for a total of 40. And I'm going to deal that directly to his other hunter, which the Switch Axe Hunter. Now, normally hunters cannot attack hunters, but that would make a better situation where I have to attack his Palico, which is also not a thing in the games. But that would mean that I have to wait until he summons a monster before I can attack. And as you notice, that's gonna take a while. So in order to not make the game sluggish, I'm just gonna go in and allow hunters to attack each other. After all, this is a card game. That's the whole point. Because in Monster Hunter, you can't fight each other to like show who has the best skill. So the card game in the lore I'm writing right now is that this is like the escape. Anything you can't do in the hunt, you can do here. So hunter attack another hunter. So that's 40 damage. So that's 60. So now he has 60. He's close to dying. which I might actually take it here because I have an attack with Lagicus. Because this hunter only has 90 HP, so Lagicus, let's finish him off. He has an attack of 30. I can usually use Paralysis Fang, which does 20 damage, and I have to flip a coin in order to deal paralysis. But he already has paralysis from the knife. Or I can use an Electrified Impact, which does 40 thunder damage, which is overkill. And I've been recording for a while, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. Lagicus uses Electrified Impact on the damage hunter, and that's gonna kill him. Now, normally what will happen is that his hunter is eliminated. He would take a Moxie card that would be over here. But since I don't, I would just put a coin here to represent that he has lost a life. Now, at the moment, there's supposed to be special cards for Moxie. I'm thinking maybe a healing item that restores a lot of health, or an equipment, or a temporary item, or damage item that boosts his attack for one turn. Things like that. But at the moment, I'm just going to draw an extra card. Now, I'm just going to play out one more turn on his end to see if he can come back from this for this terrible turn. Now, I have all of these healing cards, but I can't use because he's already dead. I do have a Phoenix, which I believe in the Monster Hunter deck was a Great Jaggy. What was this card again? So, Marble Tripper. I think this was the Flash Bomb. No, it's the Poison Knife, which I can use to poison this guy. Let me see if I can kill Lagicus in this one turn. If not, then he loses. Okay, so Poison Knife. Inflict poison and 10 damage. So that would be 50, because I'll use it. I don't have anything else. I don't need to heal. I'm going to switch my Palico to attack position, so we can maybe take this guy down. Let's see. So Lagicus has a total health of 120. It kind of sucked that I got my flagship monster before he did. Let's see. Phoenix is a Great Jaggy. He doesn't have any element on his... Great Jaggy doesn't have any element properties. So he has Double Strike, where I'm allowed to attack 2 enemies. Each one would take 20 damage. Or Pack Call, where I summon a token, which let's say, for example, a card here. And this would be a regular Jaggy, which has 10 HP, 10 defense, and 10 attack. So that would allow me to attack twice, but when I use Pack Call, that's it. That's his move. So he can't do anything else after that. Mainly, I'm doing that to like maybe like even out the attacks or things like that, or maybe on the next turn if he's not attacked to deal more damage. So it's more like a strategy more than anything. So right now using Pack Call is not worth it. So I'm just gonna have to go with his standard attack, which is 30. Palico, let me see what he has. Oh, Palico only has like support skills. He either heals his teammate or heals himself. In this case, there's no need to do that. So he has 20. 20 plus 30, 50. So 50. So we have 100 damage. He was 20 away from dying. Even with the poison counter, because I forgot to do that. I threw Poison Knife. The poison effect does not trigger until my turn. And I'm pretty sure that with my current loadout, I will be able to kill his Palico. I need to draw one more card. Let's see how far. So I can't kill him. Not enough damage. Do I have anything else? I already used a damage card, so I can't do anything else. That's it. My turn. Here's another card. So I'm gonna summon my Phoenix. So Phoenix in my deck is a Velocidrome. Oh no, I'm trying. Oh no. Oh, I messed up. So he was a Velocidrome. My bad. Velocidrome has, well, increases attack or lowers an attack, which still wouldn't have mattered. He also has 30 damage, so I still would have went for a straight attack. My bad. So this was Velocidrome, and this is Great Jaggy, because I'm Lagicus. I'm also 100 try. I do have healing cards, though. I can use a Hellthorn to eliminate damage, and what was breaks out again? And remove the poison. Actually, yeah. He used Poison Knife, I'm poison. I use the Antidote, which eliminates the poison. I can't use the damage card anymore. So I have 40, 30, I believe another 30. What was this, Great Jaggy? Yeah, 30. So that's what? 60, 100 damage, which I can deal it directly to his Palico, because Palicos only have 80. Or hell, even no. How much Velocidrome has? Velocidrome has 110. So does my Great Jaggy. So my best choice here would be kill his Palico. He went for the damage, which he shouldn't have. He should have switched it to defense, but he's in attack. So he's gonna receive 100 points of damage, killing him. And the whole point was only to have a couple Moxies. So That's it. I won. So you can start to see this is what I'm going for. Just direct attacks, uh, sum up the damage values, damage counters, status effects to maybe prevent attacks. Now there's also traps which I couldn't show here. I had let's say a pitfall trap in here. I would have put the pitfall trap, let's say on this card, occupying a space. But if his card attacks me, then I trigger my trap card if I want, and he would fall on the trip and would no longer initiate that attack phase. So things like that is what I have planned. That should be it. That was the end of the game. I'm kind of liking this as well. I need to better shuffle these cards because, like right now, this game ended, and these 3 cards are going to be in a row, so I can't. And these cards are very stiff, by the way, and I don't want to bend them too much. But in the end, this is just a concept. I want to make these cards real, obviously with proper Monster Hunter. I also need to do a backside of a card, and maybe print them out and see how that goes. Anyway, so sorry for the long video. This was I trying to make a quick mock battle. So I hope you all enjoy, and until the next time, take care and have fun playing. Lates.